If you're looking at the 2019 Winnebago Minnie Winnie 22M, this one document could save you thousands. Most buyers never ever ask for it. We just ran the raw numbers on the exact sub 25 foot layout, and what we found in the federal compliance logs completely changed how we looked at the used Class C motorhomes. Dealers love to tell you these rigs are bulletproof, but today I'm putting the 2019 22M through a forensic audit, no hype, just the facts. Let's look at the setup. The 22M is a wildly small floor plan. Winnebago crammed a walk-around rear queen bed on the inside into a short gas rig. Sounds great on the sales brochure, right? But out here in the real world, those rolling earthquakes take a beating. The math doesn't lie. Let's break down how this rig handles our strict grading system before you sign a loan. We start with federal recalls. This is 60% of our entire grade because a safety failure can end your trip permanently. Here's the catch with the Minnie Winnie line. If you look at the 2020 through the 2025 models, they're littered with recalls. Loose propane brackets, fire LED lights, bad hitch labels, but the 2019 house side record is, it's completely blank. Not a single active NHTSA safety campaign against the Winnebago house built for this specific year. Now remember, the number of RVs in any recall tells us how wide a campaign is, not whether every single rig is broken. It only highlights potential VIN exposure. For the 2019 22M, the house gets a clean bill of health. Category 2 is a manufacturer's bulletins. This makes up 20% of the grade. It proves that the factory knew what was wrong, even if it didn't spark a full government recall. Winnebago keeps their internal service letters pretty close to their chests. We crawled the database and found no major structure or plumbing bulletins for the 2019 run. That keeps the paper score incredibly high, but don't let a clean paperwork trail trick you into skipping pre-purchase inspections. Here's where things go from a clean data sheet to real-world ownership. We found things that don't hurt the official government score, but they absolutely will hit your wallet. Owners report typical mass production headaches. The slide-out mechanisms can bind if the rig isn't perfectly level. The overhead cabinets rattle like a box of rocks on rough highways. And that Ford E350 suspension, it rides like an empty dump truck until you upgrade the sway bars. And here's the truth. I don't have enough real-world lawsuit data to call those slides an issue or a systemic pattern. But it means you need to watch the tracks on those slides for metal shavings during your walkthrough. Our final category looks at legal escalation. I checked federal court dockets via Pacer. And what I found was no class action lawsuits, no active lemon law clusters for the 2019 model year. Winnebago has generally stepped up to fix issues on later models, which shows they don't just run and hide when a design fails. To get the truth, I didn't just guess. I looked at the confirmed safety actions, the manufacturer bulletins, and the legal lawsuits and scored each of those categories separately on a 0 to 100 scale. Then I applied our formula, weighing safety at 60% and the bulletins and accountability at 20% each. When you crunch those weighted numbers together, you get one final RV Watchdog score, and the exact number locks in the official letter grade. The 2019 Minnie Winnie 22M earns a rare perfect 100 out of 100. It is an official grade A coach on our matrix. But listen, you need to be careful. If you buy a used one this weekend, your job isn't done. You must check the specific VIN for Ford chassis recalls because Ford handles the engine and drivetrain campaigns separately from Winnebago. This is a subjective opinion based on our 100-point matrix system. We track federal safety recalls, corporate accountability, and lawsuits. This is not an official government rating. Smash that hype button if you want more transparency in RV data. Drop a comment below with your year, make, and model and let me know what's breaking on that rig. I use your comments for my long-term research. And we'll see you on the next audit. Bye now.